Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in this video was found on a public domain. Lots of love and many blessings your way. Okay, you guys, here's an update on that entire letter and lawsuit situation. Meghan actually leaked that out so she could be in the position to turn around and bring up a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against anybody who took the bait. That's not the only thing she leaked out. Allegedly, she leaked out several naked pictures of herself during the dating period with Harry. It's really sad because some of her old friends that she ghosted, like the one chick that she grew up with, was best friends for 30-something years, admitted herself a couple of years ago that Meghan is all about getting to the top, and she really doesn't care what she has to do to get there. She's going to make sure she's there. It was also said that when her acting career took off, she wasn't shy about telling everybody she wanted to be a household name, just like Oprah. Okay, so there's been a ton of cheaply made, ill put together adult films where they took Meghan's head and stuck it on somebody's body. You know the drill. And I've been told that the real one that we seen is one of at least 4. She may have had a hand in leaking out one of those films her own self. Bad attention is good attention. Kim Kardashian went through the same thing. She wasn't a bit of an anybody until her own mother leaked out her adult movie with Ray J. And that movie is actually what put Kim Kardashian front and center. She was everywhere after that. And E just loves her. There's truly not a time in the day I can turn that channel on and she's not on there. It's gross. But that's neither here nor there. Now, allegedly, she had her friends go and tell people all sorts of private things. That was a setup by her. They were to leak out bits and pieces, especially of this letter between Meghan and Mr. Markle. And when people let it drop, they didn't even really poke and prod on it anymore. It's almost like she had to turn around and provoke her dad to release that letter. Because if you remember back, right after the People interview with her friends, she lashed out at her dad real bad talking about that letter. And that is when he retaliated by contacting Daily Mail and saying, look, here's the letter. And Daily Mail simply did their job. And Harry explained it that the reason why it meant so much for her to turn around and strike up this lawsuit against Daily Mail is due to the way it was edited and reprinted. Truth of the matter is, there wasn't much taken out of it but filler words. A bunch of ands, buts, is, at, was. You get what I'm saying? All they're guilty of is condensing this letter. If the letter was such a big deal, why didn't she go after them the moment it was printed? Because I think she went after them for something else and that just didn't take flight. So this was the only thing that could bring in a few dollars for her at the moment. And attention. It's almost as if we're all supposed to feel bad for her. She's constantly stirring the pot. And it's almost like since the arrival of Archie, Mr. Markle's been too quiet, so that's not good enough for her. She messed her own reputation up. She and Harry both, and I'm telling you, there's an agenda behind it. What was told to me is the moment they returned back from wherever they went after South Africa, I was told California, the house thing fell through, so that's another story for another day. But ever since they returned back to London, nobody's talking to them. They've completely ticked off the royal family. This is coming straight from the horse's mouth, that they want nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. It all makes sense now as to why the Queen didn't even want to hear their name brought up while she was horseback riding with her journalist friend. She knew exactly what they had gone to South Africa for, as far as the entire documentary and introducing Archie in that way. She had invited them to the Highland Games, and then Meghan said no, Archie couldn't fly, he was too young. Yet she went to watch Serena play and hang out with Serena's husband and mess her knees up somehow. And it kind of irks me with the royal family because the Queen obviously knew what was going on, what the plan was, and it was sketchy enough to tick the Queen off. You see what I'm saying? It's okay though. The majority of people asked want all of them gone. I'll see you soon. We'll talk fast. Stay safe and be blessed.